young man who I caught up with not many years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, Plough, up at Penley Essendon Grammar. I do something up there each year, and a star through the junior ranks was Matthew Watson.
Through the Calder Cannons?
My word, and I saw him play not a couple of weeks ago, and he has made some giant strides with a giant foot, but now he has to cool his heels. Matthew Watson, Tony Leonard here with Terry Wallace. Hey, nice to catch up with you again. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, it's you've got to be feeling a little bit downcast, surely, mate, because you've now got a season-ending injury. Can you tell all the Carlton fans what's happened?
Yeah, it's a pretty unfortunate injury. Just on the weekend, went to kick the footy and followed through, and I've collected one of the Bulldogs' foot, and it's just hit the spot on the top of my foot, and unfortunately, I've got a hairline break in the outside of my foot, so it's a pretty unfortunate incident.
Did you know straight away, Matthew, that you're in trouble?
Yeah, I couldn't put any pressure on it. It was pretty hard couldn't stand on it, and then I went down the rooms and they tried to put a bit of tape underneath my foot to try to get me out there, but I just couldn't put any pressure on it, so they just went down there and said, it's done for the night.
So what happens now from a rehab point of view with this? Is it just a matter of keeping off it and letting it heal for an amount of time? Do you have to have any sort of anything done surgically?
No, nothing surgically, which is good, but just in a moon boot and on crutches at the moment, so hopefully I can get off the crutches in the next couple of weeks and have the moon boot for a few weeks, but like I said, it's just a bit of rest at the moment, let it heal on its own.
One of the better kept secrets in football, but you've exposed it to the wider public this year, is your ability to kick prodigiously and accurately over distance. When you were playing up at Pegs under Mr. Fletcher, did he give you licence just to show off and really bomb them, or did you have to sort of temper your things when you were playing schoolboy football?
You had to keep it down wraps a bit, especially the torpedoes. I didn't want to let one get astray and go off to the side of the boot, so I just kept it in the behind. But this year I'm able to mix him in the licence to get onto the torpedoes, and I'm just doing a bit of training, just getting used to it, getting practice, and it's coming off in games. It's been good.
Matthew, tell our listeners about how you found Mick Malthouse, because we get a lot of people on this program that sort of suggest, the club hasn't improved, and so therefore hasn't been a good reason to bring Malthouse into the club. Just tell us about how you found him.
Yeah, he's been a great coach so far. I really learned a lot from him. I know everyone's in the media. I know you could think he hates the media, but behind the doors, he's very approachable, easy to talk to, and for us young new group, he's been great for us.
Just yourself and your footy, how have you found your development and the swinging around even the other week? I mean, part of the game down back, part of the game up forward. How do you find that in game as well? It's been something different. I've enjoyed it. Added another string to my bow, so I'm pretty happy. I haven't played forward in a while, so it was something new when I started down there a few weeks ago. But as the game went on, I just got a bit more confident, and I think if I'm able to add another string to my bow playing forward, I think it would give me a good, versatility in the games. Matthew, a lot of people speak about Carlton and whether they've got enough good young players coming through. Can you tell us about a few of the boys perhaps that are still playing at VFL level, or that might have played 1 or 2 games maybe even at AFL level that you think might have a good career still ahead of them? Yeah,
we got a few new draftees this year in Troy Menzel and Nick Graham, who should have a long career at the club. Nick Graham just come off a knee injury he had at the start of the year, so he's come back. He's halfway through the year, but he's been racking up the possessions in the midfield down the VFL, so hopefully he can get a game in the next couple of weeks. And Troy's been, as you've seen on the weekend, he kicked a couple of goals, and he's very, very lively up forward, so he's going to be someone that we're going to need in the next coming years.
You've got a few injuries now, and Andrew Carazzo announced today out for the rest of the season now, obviously Juddy being in the same position. And we've got an announcement coming up in 20 minutes about the Essendon situation, but if Essendon aren't playing, has anything been spoken around the club about that 9th spot, that it could be 8th, or has it just been week in, week out?
Yeah, it's just been week in, week out at the moment. We had a pretty bad loss on the weekend, so we're just taking them 1 week at a time. We haven't really thought about the finals. We just need to focus on Richmond this week, who have been in good form, so hopefully we can get the win and get the ball rolling, because I know we got Port in the last round, which could determine 8 spots, so we just got to get them a bit of momentum in the next couple of weeks.
when we play Port Adelaide and hopefully get the win and make finals. But yeah, it hasn't really been talked about at the moment.
Matthew, your junior coach, Ken Fletcher, who I've got to know very well with my sort of once-a-year involvement up at Penley Essendon, gives it away at the end of this year. Just can you give a bit of an insight to, as a teacher, because Penley Essendon Grammar has really been one of the great schools producing AFL footballers?
Yeah, he's a great teacher of football. He's been a junior coach for 20 odd years, so he's knows how to treat the young kids. He knows the balance between school and football. So if work's getting overloaded, he'll give you back it off for training or can't make training. So he's very easy like that. But yeah, I've learned a lot from him in my 2 years there. He knows the game. He's always asking how you went, even when you're playing quarter cannons or in the under-18 competition. So he loves his football, and yeah, he's had a great career coaching at Penley Essendon Grammar.
Good stuff, because he does retire. And yourself, you've got near enough half a dozen games under the belt this year, and everyone starting to see your ability to lock down a defensive post at Carlton. What happens now? How do you start preparing for 2014?
I'll firstly get my foot right and start the rehab as soon as I can, and then just using this year as confidence for next year, trying to cement me spot into the senior team next year, and go from there. And
does Carlton have a sort of a long-term vision for you?
At the moment, it's still in the back line. If things may change, maybe go forward. But at the moment, it's more the back line.
Terrific, Matthew. Thanks very much. I know it's hard times at the Blues, but you really do have a very, very special talent. I know that more people will get to realise when you're up fit and well and playing for the Blues next year. Thanks for having a chat with us tonight.
Thanks, guys.